live?
We're
ready?
live. Yep.
Ooh! Welcome back to another episode of Toon Talk TV, the best animated podcast on YouTube. You know why I know that? Because I say it. If you're new to the channel, how about you go down there and tickle that little subscribe button? But, Brett, today is a special episode of Toon Talk. Not only are we doing a little cookbook, but we got ourselves a special guest. He's a musician. He's a writer. He's a voice actor. He's a lover of buttered popcorn on his movie theater popcorn. Dude, he fucking loves it. He's also the star of our upcoming cartoon, Crypto Boys.
Yeah.
Please give it up for the one and only Rob Valdez.
What up, Rob?
Hello, guys.
Rob, how does it feel to be our first guest on Toon Talk TV?
I'm honored, man. I've never been on a podcast before.
Hell yeah.
Never thought I would be either, but this is pretty cool. Let's see where it goes. Hopefully I can perform well.
As you know, Rob, this is a podcast dedicated to everything that is cartoons, where we ask the age-old questions, what tunes are you watching? But, not to put you on the spot, I'm actually going to throw it to Brett and ask Brett, what cartoon are you watching?
All right, so this week I actually picked a cartoon because Rob is here. So we're not going to, I don't want to go too much in depth with it because there actually is only 4 episodes out on Hulu of it.
Okay.
So I'm going to give like a short description about it, but then I have a question for you, Rob, and we could talk about that for the duration of what we're, of where I'm talking about. So, all right. So the cartoon I'm bringing is called Chainsaw Man. It's on Hulu. Have you guys ever heard of it?
I have.
Okay, so there's only 4 episodes out on Hulu, and it's an anime. Ooh. So it starts out with a poor kid who has sold his eyeball and his testicle just to make ends meet. He can't make rent, so he's literally selling parts of his body. In this world that he lives in, there's demons just floating around, and they're like, the demons don't look like your average demon. There's like a chainsaw demon, a tomato demon. Like there's just like 10 eyeball demon. They're just like monsters, pretty much. Yeah. And there's these things called demon hunters, which pretty much these people will go around and kill these demons for money. So the main character, who's poor, finds some little puppy dog demon who has a chainsaw for a face. And they become friends. And not to spoil anything, but throughout the first episode, the main character becomes a hunter. Well, he starts as a hunter, demon hunter, to make money, but then he gains this ability to grow a chainsaw out of his face and his arms, and that's how he kills the demons.
How does that work?
And so it's the reason I like it is it's super fucking blurry. Yeah, well, the chainsaw guy that comes out of him, no, and it's wild, but it's just as bloody as you would think. Like if a real chainsaw came out of your face and your arms, like that's what it looks like. Like the show is super fucking gory, and his goal in the beginning of the first episode was to live like a decent human being, like or even a little above that, be able to just eat whenever he wants, like just be not poor, pretty much.
Just be not
and
poor.
And he attains that within the first episode. So then the second episode, he has a new goal, and it's just to touch titties. And for the last 3 episodes, he's literally just been trying to touch boobs. So there's only 4 episodes out of that so far. So if you want to watch it, you should. It's a good episode. It's a good show so far. But my question that I want to talk about is for you, Rob, because I think you speak for a lot of people with regards to this question. Like, why do you hate anime?
First of all, don't put me on blast like that. I don't hate anime.
No. All right, here. Well, wait. Let me rephrase that. There is a stink. There's a stink around anime. There's and I think a lot of people don't watch anime without ever watching anime. So, I would I'm not saying I don't actually think you hate anime. I'm just saying like,
why don't you watch it a lot?
Yeah, you know what? I just, you always associate certain things with certain people, no matter what it is in life. Now, the majority of people I talk to at like work or just in real life that love anime, with the exception of like you guys are fairly normal. There's always something off about them. So I always thought like, man, maybe anime just ain't my thing because I don't wear pink sweatpants and have like some questionable like blankets on my bed and shit. So
you're right about that. What is that? Why do anime people like?
I don't
know.
They
just dive into it so hard, so hard, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't have any like Japanese friends in real life, and it's always like some strange white kids who love anime. But I don't want to like crap on anime. If you told me to watch,
because I'm not like.
Yeah, I have really no specific reasons other than like just the association of anime with strange people. But I'm one of those guys that I'll make fun of it up front, but I'm like a closet guy. I'll probably watch it in private and like it and won't admit it.
Oh, all right. Because I was thinking like they all generally have the same like artistic style, but I feel like the content within them. Like if I described this show to you guys without saying it was an anime, it could be like a movie or something else, and it still would be a cool concept. But there's something about like this art style or something where people just won't go to it. Like you don't see like I don't know, like a football playing guy or like a motorcycle riding guy. Like say, like anime. Yeah. Like what is that? Like
I'll give you a reason why I don't really gravitate towards anime. I watch anime, but it's not like the first thing on my list. It's because I hate fucking reading. I ain't trying to read no subtitles on a cartoon.
Okay.
I just need the popcorn, inject it right into my veins. Yeah. But if I do watch anime, I'm always throwing the dub on so I get those English voices. That way I can do stuff in the background and I'm not having to what did I miss because I missed reading the screen. But that's just my take, and I still like. I mean, I was there with I grew up with Dragon Ball Z and Mobile Suit Gundam and all those shows that weren't subtitled. But nowadays, Brett, correct me if I'm wrong. You like them better because they have subtitles. You get more of the story and more like accurate description of what's happening, right?
Yeah, so I don't like it for the reason that you can't put it on in the background and just do other stuff. But I think I like it for the same reason because it forces you to actually watch the show, and and your eyes kind of have to be glued on it and read the subtitles and watch at the same time. So you're really getting more content while watching it. So that's why I like the subtitles.
So wait, when you guys think of anime, you think of like an actual like Japanese speaking anime with English subtitles? That's like the good. Are those the good animes?
I don't know if good is the right thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it. I mean, because there's a lot of shitty fucking animes that have subtitles and people are speaking in whatever like Japanese or.
Yeah.
But
right. Well, here, let me ask you this: would you consider Avatar an anime?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I actually watched that whole thing, and that was actually really entertaining. I liked it.
Okay, actually,
I'm on
that's
the fence with
interesting.
that
Why
one.
is that?
I'm on the fence with that one.
What would you consider it an anime or no?
I mean, I wouldn't. I feel like there's like a very distinct style when I see anime cartoons. Attack on Titan, Dragon Ball Z, Chainsaw Man. All those are, like you said previously, all those artistic styles are kind of the same. But when you get something like Avatar and The Legend of Korra that was on Nickelodeon, it doesn't really give me an anime feel.
Yeah,
interesting. We should ask people this. So
it's a bright show.
Say in the comments if you think that Avatar is an anime. Put it in the comments.
Know. Yeah.
You know one other thing I have a nitpick about anime though? Visually,
let us have it.
I just feel like the colors are so washed out. And I don't know why that matters to me, but it's like a little nitpick I have that it's just like visually not pleasing to me to look at. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys understand what I'm talking about, but it's like a very washed out looking color scheme on animes usually. I don't know why that is. That's just the style they went with, but I like I said, it's a stupid nitpick, but something about it bothers me sometimes.
Some of them for me feel like they use the same color palettes. Like if I put the color palette of an anime like Full Metal Alchemist and Attack on Titan side by side, I can see the similarities, but they are two differently visually striking shows. But from a color and sight perspective, I can see overlaps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
feel like I feel like because the content is so wild in animes where like they show like monsters or whatever, that they try and keep, like, I never really see any crazy stuff with colors because I feel like they're trying to maintain like the realistic world, like make people look like people, and then if there's a goblin that comes in, like make that look wild. So like they're almost animating, attempting to make it look as most realistic as possible. So I think maybe that's why they don't go crazy with colors. I don't know. That's just a guess.
Okay. Well, I mean, sorry, Nick.
No,
on
go ahead.
another
Go
note,
ahead,
since we're talking about anime, like at the height of you guys telling me you're into anime, I budged. I was like, I gotta watch an anime just to kind of see what's up. DeathNote was like the first anime series I've watched that I actually did enjoy.
Okay.
Is that the first one that you've watched ever? What was the first one that you watched that you can remember watching?
I mean, do you consider Pokemon an anime?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is.
I think that one is. Yeah. I think. Yeah.
There you go. First anime was 1998,
Actually,
1999.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Death Note. I've heard of Death Note, but that and Pokemon are completely different styles, I would say.
Yeah, I've actually never seen Death Note either. I saw the Netflix movie adaptation, but heard it was garbage compared to the
it's never going to be the same.
Yeah.
I think that's William Dafoe as the voice of that character.
He was.
Is it really?
The Green Goblin? Yeah.
I think so. It was that one, or no, I think it was Willem Dafoe.
I think it was. Yeah.
Give it a watch though. That was actually pretty entertaining. It's in English too.
Well, here's a cartoon that I'll bring to the table that I watched recently. Over the Garden Wall. It's on Hulu. Created by Patrick Mahale. Have you guys ever heard of it?
I've heard of it.
Nope.
I think I've seen like some clips, but I don't know too much about it.
So this cartoon it's based off a short film that he did called Tome of the Unknown, which you can watch. We'll link in the description. You can watch that in the description below. But I like this cartoon for 3 reasons. So the first is it's bingeable. There's 10 episodes. They're 15 minutes each. You give yourself an hour and a half, and you watch the whole thing. It's a small miniseries. Elijah Wood, Frodo Baggins himself, is the main character. He's the voice of the main character. The second reason is that the animation style is that we've talked about this before, Brett, where some scenes the background are more in the foreground, and then the animation is happening behind it. For some reason, I fucking go nuts for animation styles that are like that. And then the second one is it's kind of fucking creepy. There's like fucking evil spirits. There's like lanterns with fucking dead children in them. There's weird characters. There's like a whole fucking pumpkin town of people, and it's just fucking a little unsettling. But yeah, that show is on Hulu, and I highly recommend it.
Sorry, what's the title one more time?
Over the Garden Wall.
Is it a kids show?
I don't know. I mean, it would be like equal to. Would you consider like Adventure Time a children's show?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess it could be considered a kids show, but I mean, like, they openly talk about like fucking filling a lantern with dead children in it.
Well, TV
Okay.
PG,
Like,
so.
doing that shit. Yeah. But it's I that would be my pick for this week is like go check that out. Again, there's 10 episodes, 15 minutes each. And it plays the narrative style plays like a movie. Like if you're watching a movie, like if you cut out the credits, it plays like it would be a movie. So it's pretty good. I like it. I watch it around the Halloween season. It's good.
Nice. And how long has that been out? Is that relatively new or?
No. That's been out. So the short film, I think, came out 9 years ago, and this show, if I'm mistaken, came out around, let's see, 2014 was the original release date. So it's been out for a really long time.
Okay, cool.
But it's good. Rob, what cartoon have you been watching recently?
All right, well, as you guys know, I am a YouTube junkie. That's mainly when I'm not at work. I'm behind my desk. I got dual monitors. I got Minecraft on the left, and on the right, I got my YouTube open.
Okay.
So I have a very short attention span with certain things. So actually, MeatCanyon has been my jam lately.
Hell yeah.
Are you familiar with MeatCanyon, Nick?
MeatCanyon? Yes.
Dude, I am not. Am I? I'm not.
I don't know. You should be. It's good shit.
Give it to me. Pitch it
likes
to me.
to spoof. Well, a lot of his things are short. Like, I'm looking at his timestamps right here, like under 4 minutes of his cartoons. Okay. He likes to spoof on a lot of, pop culture stuff. Teletubbies, Peppa Pig, the Bazinga Guy, Pawn Stars, Family Guy.
Did you see that? Did you see the last one he did? Or it might have been 2 ones ago with the pumpkin spice
Pumpkin
latte.
Spice 2 weeks ago, yeah. That the white. It's called Pumpkin Spice White Woman season. It's ridiculous. Everything he does is just like borderline, like it's unnerving. His style, like it's always gory. There's always like some like weird sexual, like rapey undertones sometimes. But this one is just this one lady in a white, nice like bougie sweater. Going to the Starbucks line, she orders a pumpkin spice latte, and she keeps going around and around through the drive-thru until she turns into a pumpkin monster. It's just like violent and awesome. I don't know. His style is awesome. Like he's what I look for in like cartoons nowadays, because everybody's attention spans are so short now. Like you gotta
fucking kick him in the balls.
Keep it quick and keep it funny.
So go for it.
Is he? This isn't the guy that does the lettuce fingers, is it?
No.
Okay.
No,
well, then cut that out. Let's
I'll
pretend
link
that I know who we're talking about.
I'll link you, or
we'll
you just look him up on
we'll
YouTube.
put it in the description. Yeah,
we'll put it in the description. Yeah.
But so have you ever heard? Did you watch his like 10-episode series that he put out?
Monster Lab?
Yeah.
I watched the first episode actually today. I was going through his videos and I saw Monster Lab was his. And I was like, all right, well, I like him. Let's see what he's got. And it's actually pretty funny. It's about like 2 assistants to a mad scientist who died, and he gave them a machine or the ability to create any monsters for whatever situations they may need. So it starts off with them at home. They're broke. They need to make money. So they go to one of their like old neighbors' house. He's an old man who has like a mortal life. And the man wants to become young again so he can put his face in teenage bosoms or something. I forgot what he was saying. Some real perverted shit. But basically, they created some sort of like skeleton frame for him, and it drilled in the old man's ass and took like his form, and he starts having sex with his wife. I don't know. It was just it's funny.
So there's a really cool backstory with that whole thing. So he crowdfunded 10 episodes of that, and they're like 11 to 15 minute long each, and he put it out over the course of a year. But he made like, I want to say over 100. I think it's like 120,000. He crowdfunded to make Monster Lab, which is insane. Like it's just one guy going to YouTube saying, "Hey, do you like my videos? Well, I'll make a series. Just give me your money." And
Hey,
and he got it teamed.
Go ahead.
That's the dream. I mean, he got a team of all these people who they're all great like artists, but they're not doing like big things. And he put them on the map by being, and then he funded all this shit. I don't know. It's a cool fucking thing to be able to like avoid the networks and just make your own thing. And especially like 10 episodes of it. Jesus Christ.
Look, I mean, this guy, I'm looking at his channel right now, 4.86 million subscribers. And this is from, he got his launch making fun of like just funny things people know about. I mean, he even got a Minecraft episode. Right? What's that?
Wabbit.
I think Wabbit season got him
season is what
on the map.
Really launched him. Nick, you don't. I mean, obviously you don't know about him, but are you familiar with that LeBron James Bugs Bunny?
I am.
Cartoon.
I am. Yeah.
And that voice he makes for every fucking character. I forgot what his catchphrase was for that one. So he just grabbed his ass and goes, "It stinks so good." I don't know. He did that Buffalo Bill voice he uses.
So Looney Tunes put out like copyright infringement and made him take that down because of that. And I think,
it's been re-uploaded on other channels though since. You can still find it.
That's good.
Rapey as fuck as usual.
I feel like our cartoons don't have enough sex appeal. I feel like they gotta be sexier.
Yeah, maybe.
I think sex is just. I guess we never really like think that's funny when we're writing stuff, but maybe we're gonna have to start incorporating it.
I mean,
or maybe we just don't know how to appropriately go after it.
Yeah, if all these cartoons are just about touching titties and putting your face in titties and they're getting made, I feel like there's a little secret sauce right there.
He's got a really cool style too, where you could just look at a still image and it looks fucking gross and awesome. Like there's so much detail in the weirdest spots. Like he'll put out. He started a second channel where he literally, like, I think one of the last videos he was just drawing his, like, the people that watch the videos. Like he said, "Hey, send me a picture of yourself, like a selfie, and I'll draw you over the next video."
Yeah,
and
his other channel, Papa Meat.
They turned out great. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just got a very good eye for things. Like, when I don't draw too much, but when I do, like, I love to exaggerate features, and he is really good at it. He will draw your flaws.
I can only draw stick figures.
Yeah,
dude,
Max
I'm just
Cook
like building blocks, squares, circles, X's. That's me. Stick figures. Those are our picks for this week. We got Chainsaw Man on Hulu. We got Over the Garden Wall on Hulu, and MeatCanyon on YouTube.
Also,
go check those out.
Also, Rob, thanks for coming here. But the couple more credits of Rob that Nick didn't say in the beginning. He was the voice of Tucker and Brad in Tucker Talks, which we'll link in the description below, and he was the voice of Toñito and Hondo, and helped write both of those. So, and did I miss something?
He's also the star of the series Rodge and Grinder as well.
Oh yeah, that's correct.
Can't forget about that.
And we'll link all those in the description below.
He's got all the acting credits, dude.
And the new voice for what's the cartoon with the kids? Daddy.
Your daddy in Crypto Boys, which will be out soon.
Yeah, how
we'll
is
talk
that
more
going?
about that.
It's good. You know what? So we're now in the end stages of first you need to, before you get over the hump, you have to just write it, record the audio, make the storyboard and animatic. And then that's like the first half. And then the second half is just dividing that into scenes and cleaning up the whole thing. So like color, line work, and lip syncing and stuff like that. So we're halfway through that stage. So it should be done soon. It's looking really good. So.
Good. Well, let me ask you this. I recorded the voices going in blind. So I knew what the kid looked like, but I did not really take account to his looks to the voice I used. Did it end up working out okay?
So that's funny. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
I thought it was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, it didn't. Yeah. If I look at that character and see the voice that you did, I would not put those two together, but it worked. And sometimes it's funny how cartoons work like that. Like I feel like I don't know. It's just a weird thing. Like you could almost put like the opposite voice of what you think that character should sound like, and it almost turns out funnier.
Yeah, well, I will say this: the week that you asked me to come in and do the voice, the week he asked me to come in and see the voice, I was binging Sopranos.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
I could see that. Yeah,
that's a little bit of why I did what I did, because it's just funny, like Tony, man. Oh, gabagoo, gabagoo.
yeah.
That's good stuff. But no, like when you say voice to character, it's almost like that scene in Hubie Halloween where he goes to the radio DJ who has a huge female voice, and then the actor is Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
How does he get away with that stuff, man?
I don't know.
Does he just kind of try to see what he can get away with and just see if they say yes or no? Like that movie was ridiculous.
But I feel like he's always done that shit. I just feel like it's harder to do that now than it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hubie pushed it, man. What the hell was that?
I mean, dude, I feel like...
You didn't like it?
I thought it was funny. It was just like weird.
Did you not like it? Oh, all right.
Yeah. I feel like that's what I think there's a level where you need to push yourself, especially when you're doing cartoons. Push yourself all the way until someone says, "Well, you can't fucking do that." And I think there's a level of hesitation for some creators out there who are scared to even approach that level in fear of being denied altogether. But until you get to there, and until you're told no, then fucking do whatever you want.
I think it's a weird thing because networks are the people who do that now, where like you make the craziest shit and then they tell you no on this. But there's something in us now that like when you put out like you could do whatever the fuck you want now and put it out on YouTube. Like no one's telling you no. I mean, you might get canceled or but I mean if you're not famous or anything, who the fuck cares? Like make something wild and get a fan base or something. But then it's weird because like I feel like when we make cartoons, we're almost like editing ourselves. Like, well I don't know if that's too much, but I don't know. I feel like you should go off the wall and then like
depending on where you want to upload it.
Yeah.
The early television.